nice dream, but...
Are you gonna come in with me?
Yeah.
Louis Tailman. I'm placing you under arrest for the murder of Carol Tailman. Get up, turn around, put your hands behind your back.
You're crazy. No.
You have the right to remain silent.
No.
You have the right to an attorney.
What are you doing?
If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be provided without cost.
Stop it.
You have the right to have an attorney present.
Stop it, Tom. What are you doing
Anything
this
you
for?
say can
Why? Just
will
kill
be
him.
used against you in a court of law.
Imagine cuffing your elderly father while he's busy smooching someone half your age. Thanksgiving's going to be real quiet next year. G'day guys, Holy Critics signing in. Here's something you don't see every day. Beau and Lloyd Bridges sharing the screen as a father and son caught in the fallout of a shocking murder. Secret Sins of the Father drags you into a small town world where old wounds, buried secrets, and a messy family history start bubbling to the surface. If you're into family drama, murder mystery, and a touch of true crime feel, this one's right up your alley.
Give me peace. Louis.
Beautiful night tonight, isn't it? Beautiful night tonight, isn't it? Sorry to bother you. Just a routine contraceptive check. I need to see your contraceptives. You know, condom, diaphragm, whatever you got.
We don't.
You don't have any contraceptive?
No. No, sir.
Well, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. Don't come out here again without some sort of birth control device. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, take her home. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Beautiful night tonight, isn't it?
It's Rod and Leslie, Tom.
Rod and Leslie Hokum?
Yeah. And we ain't using nothing.
Aren't you two getting a little too old for this?
Tommy, can we borrow your handcuffs?
Yeah.
Have a good night. Don't hurt yourselves.
BF1 to 18, Tom. This is BF1 to 18. Come on, Tom, where are you? Tom? Do you copy this, Tom?
Yeah, Randall, right here. What's up?
Something's happened to your mom. Some kind of accident. Your dad called it in. We're en route. Tom, do you copy me?
Yeah, copy. I'm on my way. Where is she?
She's dead, Tom. Fell down the steps. Broke her neck, I guess. I called the coroner. He's on his way back from a Rotary meeting in Wilton. Muriel said she'd send him over as soon as he got home.
Call Gary. Tell him what happened. Tell him to bring his camera out here.
All right. Your dad's out back. Sorry.
Dad? Dad.
She's dead.
What happened?
All the lights were on downstairs, but she wasn't there, so... And I thought maybe she was up in her bedroom asleep. It was after 11. But... Then I went down to the basement. Her arms and leg, head was all twisted like a big rag doll at the bottom of the stairs. She wasn't breathing. I picked her up and I put her on the sofa.
Come on back in the house.
Always doing the laundry.
Come inside.
Open all the windows. Get that bleach smell out. Her hands, they always had that smell. Oh.
You're not going down there, LJ.
No, I'm not.
Back off, would you?
LJ, don't.
Jack, yes. Get out of my way. No, you're not going down there, LJ.
I want to see Mom.
You have to wait till after the coroner gets here.
What's a coroner got to do with this?
Accidental deaths have to be investigated by the coroner.
How did it happen?
She fell down the stairs carrying a load of laundry. Gary, go downstairs. Get started with the pictures.
What's
down in a minute.
What's he taking pictures for?
I'm just sticking to the routine. It's all I can do right now. Don't make it any harder for me.
This is our mother, damn it.
I'm chief of police. I'm doing what I'm paid to do. If you want to be helpful, go be with Dad. He's behind the old barn. I think he's been drinking.
What are you talking about?
He had liquor on his breath.
Go upstairs, Tom.
I'm all right.
I'm gonna do a liver probe for the body temperature. I'd be more comfortable if you were upstairs. Please.
What do you want for breakfast?
Tom, your mother was the finest woman on the board.
Thank you, Mrs. Lieber. Really sorry. Did you finish the autopsy?
Doc Williams helped me out. He sent your mother's medical records over. He was very helpful.
Just coffee.
Your family's in my prayers, Tom.
Thanks, Betty.
Contusions and abrasions to the head and torso are consistent with a fall down a set of stairs. And the fifth vertebrae in her neck was broken. But I'm determined the cause of death was heart attack. The injuries from the fall were secondary.
Heart attack.
Doc Williams concurs. He's been treating your mother for high blood pressure for a number of years and atrial fibrillation for the past year and a half. Examination of the heart is conclusive with thrombosis.
What's the time of death?
Best I can peg it around 8:30 p.m. I'll have the final draft for you this afternoon.
Why so much blood?
She bit through her tongue when she fell.
You okay, Tommy?
Yeah.
Tom, come on in.
Is LJ here?
He's in town at the mortuary. Your father wouldn't go. He told LJ to take care of it.
Where's Dad?
He's at the throwing house, fixing a tractor. You know, he sat at the kitchen table all night. And then this morning he said, "What's broke around here?" I didn't know what on earth he was talking about.
Oh, lean in this crowbar for me, will you? Put some tension on that belt. And then tighten this thing down.
Mom had a heart attack. That's why she fell down the stairs. Did you hear anything? Were you in the house when it happened?
What?
Were you in the house when it happened?
Oh, no. I was at a meeting, a Rotary meeting. Well, that's one thing fixed. I gotta get back home and get my truck, my pipe fitter, all my tools are in there. LJ's got that wellhead put together with baling wire. Everything around here is jerry-rigged.
No, Dad, I want you to rest. I'll get your tools for you. I'll call Doc Williams, have him send out something to help you sleep.
You were her baby, her favorite. You know, the only time that she ever cried was when you came home and told her that you joined the Army. Married 47 years. I don't even know what day this is.
Thursday.
Thursday?
I'll get your tools for you. That's strange. No filter, lipstick.
Tom?
Oh,
How's Lou doing?
he's been keeping busy. Came over to get his pipe threader.
Yeah, I called over LJ's. They said you could buy for us.
No, there's nothing more I can say, Tom. Just so sorry.
Just take care of things around here best you can. I know there's bills to be paid, salary. Just write out the checks. I'll see Dad signs them.
Don't worry about that. Very good chief around here. Got my boy helping me with the hogs tomorrow, and then we got another 200 going out on Tuesday. That's the only help I'll need around here for a while.
Do me a favor. Get rid of any booze around here.
I've known your daddy. Hell, I don't know how long, but I never saw him take a drink in my life. And you're the only one I ever saw drink around here. You were the only one that ever could get away with it. And your mother had rules on this place. You know that. No tobacco, no booze.
I don't think I'm going to teach summer school next year. Too damn hot. Kids are all spongy, like bad cantaloupes. I'm down to just 5 a day.
At least they're filtered. Thought you were gonna quit. Hey, Ray. Come on in.
I can't. I'm late for dinner. Here's a final draft of your mother's autopsy.
Thanks.
How's your dad doing?
He's holding up.
Missed him last night at the Rotary.
He wasn't at the meeting last night?
No. Well, you give him my best.
Yeah. It's open.
Debbie called. I didn't say anything to her, but I was thinking maybe your dad should come and stay with us.
Oh.
You know how Debbie gets on his nerves, and how he gets on LJ's nerves.
No, I don't think so.
Suit yourself.
Maybe it takes a new pain to make the old one go away.
Maybe.
And God shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying. Neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. And he that sat upon the throne said, Behold, I make all things new. And he said unto me, Write, for these words are true and faithful. And he said unto me, It is done. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. I will give unto him that is athirst of the fountain of the water of life freely. He that overcometh shall inherit all things, and I will be his God, and he shall be my son. Let us pray. Our Father,
I killed her.
who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us.
Tom?
And lead us not into temptation.
It's 4 o'clock in the morning.
Sorry I woke you.
I don't know what he meant. I don't know why he said something like that, but I know he didn't kill her. It's obvious to everyone. Everyone can tell he's had some kind of breakdown.
I don't know what's happened to my father, but I know what happened to my mother wasn't an accident.
Just don't do this. Don't. You're wrong.
There's something here that doesn't make sense.
How in God's name can you stand to look at that?
See this scratch here in her right buttock? How'd that happen? There's no other marks on her back.
It happened when she fell.
But she fell facing the bottom of the stairs, right?
That's right.
Now, how'd she get that scratch?
I wrote it down. Let's see. 10.5 centimeters, a little over 4 inches. Corresponded with a rip in the seat of her pants. Specifically how it occurred, I couldn't tell you.
That doesn't bother you?
You having a problem with my findings, Tom?
No. I'm just trying to put it all together. Hey, you have my mother's clothes. The clothes she had on when she died.
We destroyed them.
You destroyed them?
We usually do when the deceased is involved in an accident. I mentioned it to LJ. He didn't have any objections.
All right.
I'm sorry, Tom. I should have checked with you, too. I'm sorry. I didn't know you'd be this upset.
Arnold! Who cleaned up the basement?
I did. Didn't want your father coming home to that.
What about the laundry on the stairs?
Hell, I burned it. What's wrong with that? It was a decent thing to do, wasn't it?
want to come on inside? Howard's here. We've been waiting on you. You okay, little brother?
I, Carol Lauter Tailman, resident of Fuller County, Nebraska, declare this to be my last will and testament, and revoke all other wills and codicils previously made by me. I am married to Louis Donald Tailman and have 2 children, Louis Donald Tailman Jr. and Thomas Allen Tailman. I leave my entire estate to my husband, with the exception of the Lauter home place, a 640-acre farm recorded as Tract 17 on page 58 of the Fuller County Assessor's plot book. And the buildings, fixtures, implements, and...
Kids! Turn off that damn TV! You hear me?
Buildings,
now!
Fixtures, implements, and animals on the above-mentioned property. It is my wish that this farm, bequeathed to me by my parents, be given to my son, Thomas. I appoint Howard Wright as the executor of the will. The executor shall serve without bond. This will was signed by me on the 12th day of June, 1991. Carol Lauter Tailman.
She just hated me, didn't she?
Oh, no, baby, don't say that.
Well, all I can say is she changed the will. I mean, you tell me, Howard. The other will gave the Lauter home place to both Tom and me equally, right?
The will prior to this last one? Yes.
Did you know that she changed the will, Dad?
It was her business to tell you, not mine.
Well, can somebody here tell me just why she changed it?
She changed it when Tom and Ann moved back here.
There you go. I mean,
Your mother loved you. She just wanted Tom to be a farmer, too, that's all.
you don't want to be a damn farmer, Dedrick. Never has, never will be. You do want to be a farmer, do you, Tom?
You can have the Lauter home place. I don't want it.
Tom, there's inheritance taxes that'll be due at the close of probate. Even if you give up the Lauter place, you will be responsible.
I'll pay the taxes if Tom wants LJ to have it.
Damn it, wait a minute. Don't I get to say anything about this?
She didn't leave the farm to you, Ann.
Let her speak.
We don't have to work the farm. We could go partners with LJ on that. But we could live there. It's a fine house.
What's the point of having a farm if you're not a farmer?
Truth is, Angel, you should never have made Tom come back here.
I didn't make him come back.
He dragged you to all corners of the earth when he was in the army. I'm sure he felt he owed you.
What's wrong with coming back here?
It's what you brought him back here for, to be a farmer. We all wanted that, but he didn't.
Where else would we have gone? Tom said at the cemetery you told him that you killed Carol.
He did?
That's what he told me.
Well, then I must have said it.
Did you?
Killed Carol?
Yes.
Over my dead body. That's what she said when I told her I was getting a divorce. Yes. I killed her. Either her or me. And the truth shall set you free.
Morning. Morning. Where's Dad?
Over at LJ's, ain't he?
He left LJ's after dinner last night. Said he wanted to go home.
I haven't seen a hide of hair of him. I slept over here last night because I had a load of hogs to ship out at the crack. What's going on around here, Tom? Don't tell me you don't know, because I think you do.
Hello?
Hello, this is Glenn Gibbons calling from Federal Express. We have an overnight letter for you, but the air bill's been damaged. We can't make out your address.
A letter from me?
Yes, ma'am.
Who's the letter from?
Well, like I said, the air bill's been damaged, but if you give your permission, I can open it and tell you.
No, you don't have to do that. It's 1478 Delaware, apartment 4.
1478 Delaware, number 4. That's over in Faircrest, right?
That's right.
Okay, ma'am, we'll have this out to you before 5 this afternoon.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Come on in, Tom.
Strike one. Yappy seems to be pretty cool, man.
I was just gonna take a dip in the pool, but I got sidetracked with the game. I'll fix you a drink.
What are you doing here?
Who are you talking to? Hi, Tom.
What, You, what? Oh.
Tom! Tom! Tom!
Damn it!
He wanted to tell you, Tom, but I didn't want him to. It's my fault.
How did you...
Anne sent him!
What?
Your wife. Anne sent him over to talk to me. To ask me to stop seeing you.
Anne.
Lou is a good man, Tom. He's helping me out. I'm back in college. He helped me
damn
find
you,
a apartment.
damn you! Take your hands off her, Tom. You've heard her enough already.
If we apply the rule to this sentence and omit the needless words, who is and but that, and drop the there is, then do the sentence at the end of the chapter and circle the needless or redundant words or phrases.
Tom. He's living with her.
What?
My father. He's shacked up with her in an apartment over in Faircrest.
What are you talking about?
Lisa, why didn't you tell me that you sent him over there to talk
Lisa
to her?
Carson?
Yes.
I don't believe it.
1478 Delaware, apartment number 4. Go take a look for yourself.
No.
Damn it! Why did you send him to talk to her?
This is not my fault.
All that crap he fed me about being at the Rotary Club.
Like father, like son. I didn't bring her into our lives. You did that. You slept with her, Tom. I didn't.
Not with a 10-foot pole. You're talking to me, Tom. Your daddy and I taught you how to sneak up on trout when you were barely old enough to reel them in. I'm family.
Are you also the county prosecutor?
Yes, son, I am.
And how do you explain the scratch? The bogus alibi, the confession at the cemetery?
Insufficient evidence.
He wanted a divorce. They fought. She has a heart attack. He drags her up the stairs and throws her back down just in case the heart attack's not enough to kill her.
That's not how I read the coroner's report.
Then I'll go to the state.
You can go to hell.
Devil, you.
Nice dream, but
Louis Tailman, I'm placing you under arrest for the murder of Carol Tailman. Get up, turn around, put your hands behind your back.
You're crazy. No.
You have the right to remain silent. You have the right to an attorney.
What are you
cannot
doing?
afford an attorney. One will be provided without
Stop
cost.
it.
You have the right to have an attorney present.
Stop it, Tom. What are you doing
Anything
this
you
for?
say, Ken,
Why? He didn't
will
kill
be
him.
used against you in a court of law. Book him and lock him up.
Hi, Tom.
Hey.
Your brother was by here looking for you.
How's it coming?
I gotta put a clamp on the tailpipe and do the license plate light. Take about 20 minutes. Sorry it's been taken. Look out!
He fell down the stairs. It was an accident. She had a heart attack.
That's enough.
Okay, folks, please. Yes. Keep back.
The last time LJ got me this good, he caught me kissing his high school girlfriend. What did I tell you her name was? You know, the brunette? It was Mercy.
Margie.
Margie. Oh, Margie
Margie
Rennick. Whatever happened to her? Oh. Oh. Margie Rennick. Oh.
I sent Lou to talk to Lisa because I didn't want her to have a face. I didn't want her to be real. I was afraid if I could actually see her face, that I would see what you saw in her. That I would see what was wrong with me. After so many years, I had become too dependent on you. Far too dependent. That you were still Tom, but I had become Tom and Ann. Tom and Ann. I'm smarter now. I'm Ann.
Honey, isn't that him?
Yeah.
I'm gonna finish him off, LJ.
As soon as I ask for a full dismissal, I'm filing a false arrest rap on you.
All rise. The Fuller County District Court of the state of Nebraska is now in session. The Honorable George Kleiser presiding.
Be seated.
Morning, Your Honor. May I address the bench prior to Mr. Tailman's arraignment on the charge before you?
Good morning, Mr. Reynolds. Yes, you may.
Thank you, Your Honor. The prosecutor's office has carefully reviewed the accusations brought against Mr. Tailman, and seeing no grounds whatsoever to hold him responsible in any way, shape, or form for the death of his wife, Carol Tailman, we do respectfully request that the charges against Mr. Tailman be dismissed with our humble apologies for any undue suffering we may have caused him.
I will be most happy to rule on the prosecutor's motion for dismissal after the court has extended to Mr. Tailman the courtesy he deserves as a valued citizen of our county. Lewis, would you rise, please? Lewis Tailman, you are charged with the murder of Carol Tailman. How do you plead, sir?
Guilty.
No, he's innocent. He didn't do it. Tell them the truth, Lou.
Playing hooky? Didn't you go to school today?
Made it to the parking lot. Liz Harmon was gracious enough to be waiting for me. I was terminated without even having to leave my car.
They can't fire you.
Of course they can. All new teachers are employed on a probationary basis.
Ann! Don't fire her. Please don't. She hasn't done anything wrong. She's worked so hard to get her teaching credentials. Army was always moving us around. 9 years it took her. She did this because she loves children. We've never been able to have any. Now, please don't do this to her because of me.
Neil Stern to the principal's office. Neil Stern to the principal's office.
Hi, Tommy.
Hi, Leslie. Double bourbon, Ed.
Stinks.
Thanks.
Hey, Tommy.
Hey, Rod.
Come on over. We'll get a bottle of bourbon over to the house. Get your name on it.
Where's Ann?
She left me.
Come on. Tom. Rise and shine. Come on, half the city council's out front. Looks like a lynching party to me.
have had a very serious complaint made against you, Tom. We have been told that you have been handing out birth control devices over at River Point.
That's a lie, a bald-faced lie.
Tom's just been running his contraceptive chest just to keep on top of things.
And I'll tell you something else. Since he's been chief of police, there's been none of that monkey business that used to go on. Like drinking and drug stealing and...
Okay.
And people shooting off guns and girls getting arm twisted into things they didn't want to do.
The keys are in the car. My badge is in the glove box.
You just can't talk to him.
Got any aspirin? Thanks, Leslie.
You're welcome. You take care now.
Mr. Tailman,
What can I do for you?
I'm Yolanda Seeley.
Are you a reporter?
Didn't they call you?
No. What?
I've been appointed special prosecutor. I'll be handling the case against your father. Your father's plea has been changed to innocent.
There. So, they let Auto Reynolds off the hook, huh?
Well, he made a valid argument for conflict of interest. At least Mr. Reynolds was professional enough to step aside.
Oh, is that what you think I should have done? Stepped aside, let someone else investigate this case?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I do.
Well, who'd you have in mind? The county sheriff got elected because of my father. The regional commander of the state patrol was in the Army Reserve with my father, and your boss, the attorney general, practiced law with an old friend of my father. So you tell me where I should have gone with this case. Scotland Yard?
Well, I'll just have to do the best that I can under the circumstances.
How many murder cases have you handled, Miss Seeley?
This would be my first.
Congratulations.
How did you meet Lisa Carson?
Why did they give you this case?
Nobody else wanted it. Now, how did you meet Lisa Carson?
I was testifying at a trial over in Faircrest. It's about an hour from here. Farm equipment theft case. Went out for a number of weeks, and some nights I'd stay over. Lisa worked nights as a desk clerk. She just moved here from back east.
How long ago was this?
I met her last September,
And when did your relationship with Lisa end?
January.
And under what circumstances did your relationship terminate?
What's the point of all this?
Well, because the defense will argue that you've just drummed up this murder charge because you're jealous of your father's involvement with Lisa.
I'm in love with my wife, not Lisa Carson.
If you're so in love with your wife, why'd you have an affair with another woman? Is your wife unattractive?
No.
Are the two of you sexually incompatible?
No.
Did you cheat on your wife before?
No.
So then why did you cheat on her this time?
I don't know. I guess I thought I could get away with it. I wouldn't hurt anyone. It was easy. It's a fantasy. 40-year-old man, 20-year-old woman. She was intelligent, charming, sexy. I was stupid, lecherous, and overweight. We were made for each other.
Your father must be a wealthy man.
He's a good farmer.
Must be to be able to afford Morris Fleming.
You know Fleming?
I know of him.
You gonna go for a change of venue?
No.
You'll never find 12 people in this town who can pick my father.
I don't think Fleming wants a jury trial. Lisa Carson would turn a jury against your father.
You gonna stick with Judge Kleiser? He's an old crony of my dad's, too.
See, I think one of the most powerful words in the English language is guilty. And even though your father's plea has been changed to innocent, I don't think Judge Kleiser is going to be able to forget the fact that your father did say that word, guilty. Now, I do have a court order to exhume your mother's grave.
Oh, no.
I have to prove that she was alive when she was pushed down those stairs. Otherwise, I don't have a case. I don't even have a charge. There's no such thing as assault and battery on a corpse.
Mr. Towns. It's gone. Body's gone.
God.
Louis Tailman, do we have your permission to search this house and this farm for the body of Carol Tailman?
My client gives his permission and offers his full cooperation. He's happy to answer any and all questions that either you or Miss Seeley may have. Shall we?
Okay, let's go. Okay, spread out. Come on.
Yeah.
Not to me. You heard it. Over here.
What's the hole for?
He's putting in a new septic tank.
What's wrong with the old septic tank?
Ask him.
You two living out here now?
No, we're still staying in Faircrest. We just come over here during the day to work on this. He didn't kill her, Tom.
So what are you gonna do now?
Get a search warrant to your brother's farm.
Hell, you saw him at the cemetery today. You're just wasting time.
Look, someone who thought they were helping your father stole the body. And I want to find out who this person is because obviously they believe that your father is guilty. I want to know why they believe he is.
If you think my father didn't steal the body, why didn't you ask him to take a polygraph test?
I did.
What'd he say?
He said sure he would. But take my word for it. Morris Fleming would never let your father take a risk like that unless he was absolutely certain that he didn't steal that body. So you see, I do know what I'm doing. Good night.
Night. Do you have a gun? Thank God.
This place is a mess.
I didn't see your car.
I lost it.
You lost your car?
Yep.
How could you lose a car?
I went to this shopping mall in Lincoln to see a movie at one of these multiplex things.
And what happened?
And then I stayed to watch the movie, and then I stayed to watch another one, and then another one. And by the time I got out to the parking lot, I couldn't remember if I parked underneath the pink giraffe or the blue donkey or the green albatross. I walked around in circles for an hour or so, and I couldn't find it. I know it's there somewhere. And then it hit me. I thought, oh, no, I haven't lost my car. I've lost my mind.
I'm so glad you're back home.
What's going to happen to us?
Don't talk.
I tried to figure it all out, but I couldn't see the end. I just couldn't see it. Am I going to have to testify?
Yeah.
I'm going to tell the truth.
I know.
About Lisa and everything.
I know.
Newspapers and TV up in Lincoln are having a field day with this.
I had to get an answering machine.
I noticed. Can't we just leave?
Not right now.
When can we?
When it's over.
Where will we go?
Where do you want to go?
I'd like to teach again.
Okay.
I'd like to be happy again. I want everything to be new. New town, new house, new clothes, new car. Maybe if I get lost enough, I'll lose all the old things.
No, you're not hit. It missed. It's just a glass cut. You're okay, you're okay. Here. Hold it there. Press hard. Yes, hello? Hello?
Hello? Hello? Who's there? Hello?
It's not LJ.
I want to stay with you.
Hey, you're better off with Rod and Leslie. I'll be out there as soon as I can.
We'll take care of her, Tom.
Looks like a deer rifle to me.
Yeah, they were using a scope. Saw the light come on in the kitchen, then someone at the sink. Ann's car's not here, so they figured it had to be me. Yolanda's right. And she's wrong, too.
What are you talking about?
She's right about my father. He didn't steal the body. She's wrong about LJ. He didn't steal it either. And neither one of them fired the shot.
And who did?
That son of a bitch.
Arnold!
Where's the body?
Did Mr. Tailman and his wife know that you were in the house?
Well, they wouldn't have been talking that way if they did. I was upstairs in the spare bedroom that Lou uses as an office, and they were downstairs in the kitchen. I could hear them.
Mm-hmm. What time of day was this?
It was about 5, I guess. It was close to something Miss Tillman was cooking.
What were they arguing about?
About LJ, I guess he wanted to borrow some more money, and then about this Lisa, about how there's nothing she could do to keep him from being with her. And I didn't want to hear much more, so I just went back down out the front way and out the door.
Had you ever heard Mr. and Mrs. Tailman argue before?
Miss Tillman was always ticked off at something, but never words like this.
What time did you leave the farm that night?
When I went out of the house, I went right on home.
So around 5 p.m. or so.
Yeah, thereabouts.
Why are you so certain that Mr. Tailman killed Mrs. Tailman?
I pray to God he didn't. I pray every night.
But you do believe it, don't you?
I worked on that farm 20 years. And I don't know how any man could live with that woman. I know you loved your mother, Tom. But she was as hard as that table. All milk of human kindness in church and in town, but it's a different story at home. She's a cold, cold woman. I don't know how your father stood it all those years. It was up to me. You don't know. You have no idea. Killing's not a good thing. But sometimes it ain't all that bad. I thank God and Jesus that I didn't hit Ann. You can tell her that for me. But I was aiming for you, Tom. I was aiming for you.
Laura.
Damn. How many years do you think Arnold would get for all this?
If he's a cooperative witness, maybe only 5 to 7.
What do you think he was doing?
We thought he was helping. Now we have the body and the leverage to force him to testify about the argument. We can nail Dad with that dumb bastard.
Do you love your father, Tom?
What?
Louis has been more of a father to me than my own father ever was. I came back because I love you. Not because I think you're right.
Oh, yeah, there he is. Come on, hurry.
Don't let him bother you.
Mr. Tailman?
I have
Please, I
nothing
just
to
want to ask you a
say.
few questions.
Please.
Please, just a moment of your time, sir.
No comment. No comment.
Excuse me.
Don't pull me like that. Oh, now you got my glasses. Will you please give me my glasses? Give them to me, please.
How long did it take?
Never mind. Never mind. I want to talk to you. No comment.
I'm Lisa.
How did you discover that your husband, Thomas Tailman, was having an affair with Lisa Carson?
My sister-in-law, Debbie. She saw them together last December when she was Christmas shopping in Faircrest.
And did you confront him with his infidelity?
Yes.
How did he respond to this?
At the time, he thought that he might be in love with her.
Is this why you went to your father-in-law, Louis Tailman, to ask for his help?
Yes.
And what did you want him to do for you?
Talk to her. Tell her to please stop. I don't know.
Did your father-in-law tell you what he said to her?
No. Just that she told him that Tom had already ended it. It was over.
On the evening of July 11th, at your brother-in-law's farm, after the reading of Carol Tailman's will, did you and your father-in-law have a private conversation regarding Mrs. Tailman's death?
No.
Your witness, counselor.
I have no questions for the witness at this time, Your Honor, but I would request the privilege of possible questions at a later date.
So be it. The witness is excused.
Why did you let her off the hook? I don't want her to perjure herself any further. Do you?
Come on, Dad, let's play football. Okay.
The absence of scarring indicates that thrombosis did not occur. A far more likely scenario in light of Mrs. Tailman's history of atrial fibrillation would be that her heart attack was caused by stress-induced arrhythmia.
So, in other words, her emotional state triggered a wildly irregular heartbeat.
Yes.
The injury she suffered from the fall down the stairs aside, could the heart attack itself have killed her?
Mrs. Tailman had medication at her home for just such an episode as the one she encountered. If this medication had been administered in a timely manner, her chances for survival would be nearly 100%.
And how long could she survive without this emergency medication?
Possibly as long as 20 minutes. Unless the arrhythmia spontaneously corrected itself, which happens on occasion. In that circumstance, she would have made a complete recovery.
There's a scratch on the right buttock of Mrs. Tailman's body, is there not?
Yes, there is. It's approximately 4 inches in length. It starts precisely at the point where Mrs. Tailman's lower back would have touched that nail if she were sitting on the step below it.
Or being dragged up the stairs across it.
Yes. And the depth of the scratch corresponds to the distance the nail protrudes from the edge of the stair tread.
Did this broken nail head cause this scratch?
Without a shadow of a doubt.
Thank you, Doctor. Mr. Fleming?
If you have heart trouble, could climbing a set of stairs cause you to have a heart attack?
Yes.
And if you had a heart attack at the top of the stairs, could it cause you to lose your balance and fall back down them?
Yes.
Okay, Dr. Gorica. I want to kill my wife. She's got heart trouble. Just the exact same condition as Carol Tailman. Now, I know all about the emergency pills in the kitchen drawer. And one day, my prayers are answered. She has a heart attack. Now, what are the odds that this is it, that she's a goner?
Better than 50-50.
Those are pretty good odds. So you mean I don't have to do anything? I can stand there and twiddle my thumbs and let destiny have its way with her? I don't have to stab her or shoot her or put arsenic in her cornflakes or drag her up the damn stairs and throw her back down again? Oh, well, hell, it's the perfect crime. Thank you, Doctor. You were inspirational.
You've heard Arnold Carter's account of the argument he overheard between you and your wife on the evening of her death. Do his recollections agree with your own?
He pretty much had the gist of it, yeah.
Tell us how the argument began.
Been going on for so long, it's hard to say. I don't know. I think we just kind of picked up from where we left off. But it was about LJ. Gotten himself behind the 8 ball again, needed our help. It was already into it for about $200,000. Now I need another 50 to make a balloon payment on a second mortgage or something. Carol didn't want to loan him any more money, so I suggested maybe let him have the lease on the Lauter home place. That way he could expand his operation and generate enough money to keep himself afloat. She didn't want to do that either. Well, anyhow, we went round and round, and finally I lost my patience, said something crazy like, why don't you move over to the Lauter place and let Lisa and I have this place? That really got her going. And it went on and on. Finally, I just left. Same old words, same old argument. No point in rehashing it all.
How long did your wife know about your affair with Lisa Carson?
Since January the 22nd. That was the first time that I ever stayed overnight at Lisa's. I called Carol, told her that I wouldn't be home, and gave her Lisa's phone number in case anyone needed to get a hold of me.
Mr. Tailman, that's not a very considerate way of informing your wife that you're having an affair, is it?
No, not considered at all. But I decided that I wasn't going to hide things from her anymore.
Is that to say that there were other times, other women?
Well, there was only one other time, one other woman.
And when was that?
Summer of 1966. Carol caught me and Pam Lieber over at Lake Tapford.
When did you tell your wife that you wanted a divorce so that you could be with Lisa Carson?
The next day after I called her from Lisa's, January 23rd.
And what was her response to this?
Well, she wanted to march me right over to Fred Medding, let him preach me back to my senses, save my soul. I told her that I'd rather go to hell with Lisa than go to heaven with her. And we went round and round a couple of days, and finally I agreed to wait until the 4th of July before I filed for divorce.
Why July 4th?
Independence Day.
And what happened on July 4th?
Well, I told her that she'd better hire herself another lawyer.
The day that your wife died, what time did you leave the house?
Well, the clock on the bank read 6 when I passed through the town, so I must have left the house about, 5:26.
You drove to Faircrest.
Yeah, went over to see Lisa.
Was Lisa home?
No, she was over at a girlfriend's bridal shower.
So what did you do while you were there? Did you make any phone calls? Did you watch some television?
No, just made myself a pitcher of whiskey sours.
How many did you have?
Well, pitcher will make 4.
Did you drink the whole pitcher?
Yes, I did.
Were you drunk?
Well, it felt good. Takes 2 pitchers to get me drunk.
So you sat and you drank.
And thought.
About what?
About how I was going to tell Tom and Ann about Lisa and me. I didn't quite know how to do that. Wasn't worried about LJ. Hell, he owed me so much money he'd have to find a way to love me no matter what I did. But I needed them to understand that she'd given me a new lease on life. That was something I never thought could ever happen to me again. She was so young and pretty. But it did. Surely did.
Mr. Tailman, did you love your wife?
Yeah. Yeah, there was a time then when I did. I was even jealous of her love for Tom when he was growing up. They were very close to one another. Yeah, she was a good mother. Really loved her then. She's a good wife.
Oh, come on, you're going in now. No, not my new baby.
And at this time, was there a sexual relationship between you and your wife?
I can't quite hear what you said, my dear.
At this time, was there any sexual relationship between you and your wife?
No. No, none. I'd lay there at night, she on her side of the bed, me on mine, just inches apart, not daring to touch. Just as soon as the boys moved out, I started sleeping across the hall. A lot easier having 20 feet between us and just a few inches. Well, it was about that time that I started having thoughts about the things that Mr. Fleming was talking about her having a car accident or some sickness or something. That's when I knew that the last smidgen of love I had left for her was gone. I'd finally lived up to the worst expectations she had of me.
Mr. Tailman, why did you decide to leave Lisa's apartment that night and go back to the farm?
That crack I made about her moving over to the Lauter place so that Lisa and I could have the farm bothered me. I went over to see her to tell her that she could have everything. All I wanted was to be able to draw from the interest on the mutual funds enough to pay for my living expenses. Other than that, she could have it all.
And what time did you leave Lisa's apartment that night?
About 10:15, I guess, because when I reached home, it was a little after 11.
Did you kill your wife, Mr. Tailman?
Yes. But I did not murder her.
What's the difference?
I don't doubt for a second that I brought on her heart attack. But if the question is, did I throw her down the stairs, my answer is, no, I did not.
Your witness, Mr. Fleming.
The defense rests, Your Honor.
This court will hear closing arguments 9 o'clock Monday morning. This court stands adjourned until that time.
Yeah, I'll take it. Thanks.
Hey, Tom.
Hey, Debbie.
How are you?
You
get a new suit?
I got a job interview. Have to make a good impression.
What kind of job?
In Chicago, big insurance company. An old Army buddy of mine set it up for me. It's insurance fraud work, that kind of thing.
How's Ann doing?
She's doing the best she can, like everybody else.
So sorry, Tom.
How's LJ?
I don't even see him much. He's been helping out over at your dad's since Arnold got arrested and works our place. And he's been drinking himself to sleep. I'm trying to get him to start going back to church. That's why I'm buying him these dress shirts, so he can't use that as an excuse not to go. Yeah, I don't know what else to do for him. I feel so useless.
I gotta head back. Say hello to the boys for me.
Things just seem to be getting lonelier by the minute. It's like the whole family's just gone and done with.
Half an hour, and I want you to meet at 9 o'clock. All right?
They've got a nice clean place.
What did you mean about the shirts? About LJ using it as an excuse not to go to church.
All his white dress shirts were over at your mom's.
Why would his shirts be over there?
Because he never liked the way I did them. I mean, he took them over every Wednesday for Carol to do. I went over to get them after she died, but they weren't there.
Oh, my God.
What's wrong?
They were his shirts.
What?
On the landing in the basement. White dress shirts. What have I done?
Tom?
What's going on?
LJ.
He's at the hardware store.
His truck is here.
Oh, you took Lisa's car.
You didn't know about Mom's heart trouble, did you? You could have just left her lying there like Fleming said. You didn't have to drag her up the stairs.
You're talking out your ass, little brother.
You came over here to get your shirts. Your shirts with your initials on the collar. And you got lucky when Arnold burned them. But the photos will prove it was your laundry.
He did it, didn't he?
Yes.
Better call for some help.
Dad. I'm sorry.
I love you, son. With all my heart.
You once told me that you could never love anyone as much as you loved me. You're gonna be a daddy.
Let's call Dad.
And he said unto me, It is done. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. I will give unto him that is athirst of the fountain of the water of life freely. He that overcometh shall inherit all things, and I will be his God, and he shall be my son.
Wow. I've just got to say right off the bat, I never thought I'd see Beau Bridges co-starring with his father, Lloyd. It added a whole other layer to the story that made it so compelling to watch. You could feel all that unspoken history between them in every glance and gesture. Now, as for the plot, while it moved slowly at times, it really delivered in the end. Once we found out LJ was the killer, you just knew it could only end one way. When Tom finally confronted him, it was like watching a full-grown adult looming over a little boy. Poor guy didn't stand a chance if Lou hadn't swooped in to save him. And that moment wasn't just action, it was real closure to their strained relationship. It also hit that family drama angle perfectly. The whole idea of an enemy existing within the home, a son willing to kill his own mother and let his father take the rap for it, that's dark, unsettling, and made the stakes feel real. Acting-wise, Beau was intense, conflicted, and believable as the son caught between duty and blood. Lloyd underplayed Lewis beautifully, sad, weary, morally ambiguous. Their chemistry carried the entire movie. And Lee Purcell, even in a smaller role as Tom's wife, was sharp and absolutely deserved that Emmy nod. Technically, the film was clean, the Nebraska setting looked genuinely lived in, the flashbacks blended nicely, and those moments using the Bridges' real home movies added a surprisingly sweet touch. It gave the film a sentimental texture you don't normally get in a murder mystery. The writing and pacing were sometimes a little thin, and a few twists felt obvious early on, but the big reveal and the family dynamics more than made up for it. I'm giving Secret Sins of the Father a solid 3.5 stars. And just before you go, make sure to like, subscribe, and let me know what you thought about the final confrontation and the Bridges' performances. I'd love to hear your take. This is Holy Critic, signing out.